What we all know is that Rhode Island is a nationally recognized leader in energy efficiency. We have ranked, at the time of that report, as the 4th most energy efficient state in the nation. Rhode Island has ranked in the top 10 for 9 years in a row in energy efficiency. That means a lot to our state. As chair of finance in the Senate, I really enjoy telling my fellow finance committee members, and one of them's here so he can vouch for me, Senator Jim Seveny. I enjoy telling them that what's good for the environment is good for Rhode Island's economy. There's been a paradigm change in the way the world, especially in Rhode Island, views that. There was a time when there was kind of a visceral sense that taking care of our economy was expensive. Taking care of our environment was expensive and not necessarily a part of Rhode Island's future economy. We know that is not the case. The state's commitment to energy efficiency saves customers money, but drives significant job growth here in the state of Rhode Island. In 2015, there were 1,009 companies were involved with delivering energy efficiency services. 1,009 Rhode Island companies. 79% of those companies were located right here in Rhode Island at the time we were benefiting from those energy efficiency services. Since 2008, Rhode Island has invested $489 million in energy efficiency, and consumers, I think we should all be particularly proud of this on our finance committee, consumers have realized $2.7 billion, that's right, billion in economic benefits. Since 2006, our energy efficiency programs will avoid 7 million metric tons of carbon dioxide. That's a real accomplishment for our state. It also means that our clean energy economy is helping create jobs. All those businesses are job creators. Rhode Island's 2016 Clean Energy Jobs Report found that employment in Rhode Island's clean economy increased by an incredible 40% over 2015 at the time the report was issued. The projection, based on what we had done legislatively and the premise of much of the legislation that created those jobs, was projected growth of 17%, which shows that even then, and we continue, I believe, to underestimate the potential for job growth by our energy efficiency initiatives and our continued investment in them. Clean energy jobs now support about 14,000 workers across the state of Rhode Island. That's 14,000 jobs that we have created through our energy efficiency programs, representing 3% of statewide employment. Now we also, sure, let's go to those jobs, why not? But these are the reasons why I'm able, as chair of the Finance Committee in the Senate, to make that argument not only to my Senate Finance Committee members, but to all my colleagues in the Senate, that investment in a green economy creates jobs and needs to be an important part of our planning Rhode Island's future economy. Now, I know you're all familiar with the Regional Greenhouse Gas Initiative with Reggie. I'm very proud of the fact, as I know you all are, that Rhode Island was at the foundation of the nation's first market-based cap-and-trade program to reduce electric sector carbon dioxide emissions, and it's been incredibly successful. Again, more successful than even initial projections would have indicated. An independent report by the analysis group found that in its first 3 years, Rhode generated macroeconomic benefits to our regional economy, which is what Rhode is based on, including the creation of over 16,000 jobs, 1.6 billion, again, billion, 1.6 billion in total economic growth. Between 2008 and 2014, and all this data is a little bit dated, we're compiling more current data. But we expect that to be even better than what this shows, and that for that time period, from 2008 to 2014, the program avoided 1.7 million tons of CO2. That was the equivalent of taking 319,000 vehicles off the road. While it did that, while it accomplished that at the same time, it generated over $618 million in energy bill savings for consumers throughout the region. By 2020, it's expected, and I won't be surprised if it's even better, it's expected that Rhode will have reduced the power sector CO2 emissions in these 9 participating states by 52% from those 2005 levels, and a matching commensurate interest in savings for consumers. So that's kind of a picture of where we are now. We have much to do. Last year, the legislature passed a bill putting a little more work on the EC4 in terms of helping us and assisting the General Assembly in determining what we can do going forward to address a carbon pricing program in our state, important to our future. Sort of that last piece I think we would all like to see get done and to do it correctly. So with that, I look forward to working on that issue with all of you, and I thank you for everything you do in your advocacy. We listen to you, and it's important to us.